Full name, date of birth, please.
Ruben Pareda.
Mr. Pareda, you are on felony probation here in Maricopa County. It's alleged you violated conditions of probation, and on June 27th, the warrant for your arrest was issued with a $500 bond. Your next court date now will be July 12th at 8:30 in Superior Court at a revocation arraignment hearing in downtown Phoenix.
Yes, sir.
What?
Just if you don't mind, Your Honor, I was in custody. I got released from Maricopa. Can I speak?
Well, you may. All I'm saying is this order. I will tell you what it says. The petition to revoke probation is a document filed under oath by your probation officer or someone in that office who's familiar. It says you have absconded. The defendant did not report as directed on May 31st. The defendant failed to report to adult probation department within 72 hours of your sentencing. Last date reported was May 31st. Attempts to locate you include phone calls to the defendant, field visits to the residence, and reviewing of booking records. The defendant did not receive prior approval before leaving the residence, and was not in the residence approved by the adult probation office. And the judge who filed the order, issued the arrest warrant, had that information before him. I don't know what else to tell you. You can call your probation officer, and if you have the number, do you know who it is? You know
Yes,
how to call them?
Yes,
all right.
Your Honor.
You can use the phone, call them and tell them what you think was a good reason why you didn't show up and you didn't communicate with them. But I'm going to take the probation officer's description of what the problems were with you at face value at this time, and I'm going to affirm the $500 bond.
I agree, Your Honor. I had probation revoked. I went to probation court on the 31st. The judge reinstated it with my lawyer's permission, and I got released Sunday night. Monday, I showed up to court at Mesa, and they held me. And I went to Florence for 30 days.
Did you call your probation officer and tell this probation officer any of this information?
While I was in Florence?
Well, while you were anywhere where that would prevent you from doing the things that you were supposed to do.
Sir, I got my probation reinstated, and then I got sent straight to Florence. The day that I did have, I was handling my business. I went on my own recognizance to Mesa Municipal. And when I was there, there was something shoplifting in the past that the judge brought in front of me, and she asked if I wanted to take care of it. I said yeah. So I ended up going to Florence, and they gave me, actually I did 7 days from May 25th to or 6 days from May 25th to May 31st for the probation violation. And when I had court, they reinstated it, and the next day after that, they released me, and Mesa took me for the whole month.
You were supposed to show up within 72 hours.
And I got picked up before that.
All right. And did anybody know that besides you? See, that's my problem, is that a lot of people come in here and they say, well, you know what, I had this problem in my da-da-da-da, and I just spent 2 months in the hospital, and this is like 6 months later, and I said, does anybody know that? What I'm going to do is I'm going to affirm the amount of the arrest warrant, call your probation officer, explain what happened, and if they believe that you should not be in custody or the bond should be reduced, they notify us and we'll do it, okay? But I'm going to affirm the amount under the circumstances that I understand exist. All right, Juan Cano, and then it'll be Gabriel Cordova.
Good evening, Your Honor. Good evening.
Full name, date of birth, please.
Yeah, my name is Juan Manuel Cano.
Felony probation, based upon, because of this arrest, a probation violation hold has been placed by your probation officer. You were arrested earlier today, charged with misconduct involving weapons, a Class 2 felony. Pretrial services says that you're financially capable of hiring your own counsel. If that's not correct, you can request appointment of counsel in any subsequent court proceeding. Is the county attorney appearing on only that case?
Only the attorney.
Yeah, okay, a secured appearance bond is set in the amount of $2,500 on the new case. Your next court date will be July 11th at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. The probation violation hold, which the probation officer filed, which is standard procedure when someone is arrested, and that's a violation of term 1 of their probation. I set a $500 bond in that, and your revocation arraignment hearing in Superior Court downtown Phoenix is July 12th at 8:30. If you post a bond, you've got all the dates and information you need, all right?
Yes,
you
sir.
You can contact your probation officer also if you have questions.
Yes, sir. I would just like to put it in a note that this is not who I am. I apologize to the courts for being here, me personally.
Well, listen,
and
I hope that there's a lot of mitigating circumstances that weren't in the police report. Your probation officer believes that agrees with that, and you're going to be reinstated, and we won't be in here again. But today, that's based upon the information I have. This court is simply here to determine is there probable cause and what the release conditions should be.
Mm-hmm.
I think if what you've said about your income is sufficient, you should be able to bond out. Make sure you show up. All right?
No, excuse me, sir. I got work on Monday.
Well, they bond out before then. I don't know what else to tell you. According to pretrial services, you have a pretty good income. Or somebody can loan you the money temporarily. Also,
so how much would I have to put down?
Well, from what I understand, it's 10%. So let's see, that is a total of $3,000, $300, and some security. There you go. Like if you own a car that's worth more than that. All right, Gabriel Cordova.
All right, you have to go.
Yeah, and I don't know. Now, listen, I've never bonded out of jail myself, but that's what I understand. And there's a place you can call. They'll help you make phone calls. Bonding companies have all kinds of information out there on the wall, okay? All right, Gabriel Cordova, then it'll be Ruben Archuleta. Full name, date of birth, please.
Gabriel I. Cordova, Jan.
All right, you, sir, you're on felony probation here in Maricopa County. A warrant for your arrest was issued on June 26th. With a $600. Let me get this up here correctly. There we go. Wasn't on it. With a $500 bond. Your next court date now will be July 12th at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. All right, there's your orders right over there. Wait a minute, is that number 10 that I had? That's number 20. Okay, Ruben Archuleta, and then it'll be Arturo Caravello. Full name, date of birth, please.
Ruben Archuleta.
All right, Ruben, you out of Pinal County Superior Court is an arrest warrant. You had a trial. You were found guilty, correct? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And when you didn't appear, they couldn't find you. They issued a warrant for your arrest without a bond. So I am affirming the conditions of the warrant. It is a post conviction arrest warrant that they properly stated in the arrest warrant. No bond should be allowed. Your next court date will be in Pinal County, July 10th at 8:30, and the Pinal County Sheriff's Office will pick you up in time to make that court appearance. Then, reason you're here this afternoon is because you were arrested yesterday and charged with being illegally in possession of a weapon, a Class 4 felony. The Public Defender's Office appointed to represent you. I set a $50 bond in that case because were it not for your problem in Pinal County, you probably would have been released without bond, but I want you to be able to make sure you make your court dates on that charge, and that you get transferred on it, and you don't get a warrant for not showing up on time because you couldn't post any bond amount. $50 should be easy to post if you resolve the other matters. Your next court date, I appoint public defender's office to represent you July 11th at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix is your next court date in that matter. It's the day after you're to be in Pinal County. And as long as you're in custody, it's not going to be your responsibility to juggle all these things where there's conflicts and court dates and stuff, that the system will make sure that the left hand knows what the right hand's doing, and you don't have any warrants issued because you couldn't be someplace. There you go.
Okay.
Arturo Caravillo, and then it'll be Stella Sanchez. Full name, date of birth, please.
Arturo Vega Caraveo.
And date of birth. All right, you, sir, were arrested earlier today.
Yes, sir.
Charged with possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. Public Defender's Office appointed to represent you. You're being released on what we call supervised release to appear in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix, July 19th at 8:30. On the release order is information about pretrial services, including their phone number. You're to call them within a few days and touch base with them, all right?
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Stella Sanchez. And then it'll be Zachary Walker. Full name, date of birth, please.
Stella Sanchez.
And you were picked up because a West McDowell Justice Court issued a warrant back in December of 2015 when you didn't pay a fine on, I believe it was probably driving on a suspended license. I don't know what it was. You're lucky. Where have you been for the last 9 years?
I've been, well, with my grandkids and my kids. I think at the time when I had got pulled over, I didn't have a job, but I was driving to go get
anyway, it's your first time you've been picked up on this,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully enough things have changed in your life
Yes.
in the last 9 years that you
Yes.
have no trouble showing up. I think the bond, the warrant, the amount you owe is what the amount the warrant was, which is $538. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance to appear West McDowell, or on McDowell Mountain Justice Court, July 24th at 8:30. There you
Yes.
go. The order's right over there. Zachary Walker, and then it'll be John Lynn. Full name, date of birth, please.
Zachary Daniel Walker.
All right, you were arrested yesterday, charged with possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You were also on felony probation when this is alleged to have occurred. This constitutes a Term 1 violation, and in fact, a warrant for your arrest had been issued on June 5th, a month ago, for violating conditions of probation. I think from the information I received, that the arrest warrant, had you come in and spoken to them and they knew where you were and you kept in communication with your probation officer, it probably wouldn't have been issued. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to release you on the new drug charges on your own recognizance. You're to appear in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix on July 19th at 8:30. On the probation violation matter, you're going to, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, you're going to be supervised by your probation officer on the new arrest. Let me make sure I got that together right. I see that I'm... Yeah. I think I got in a hurry, and I may not have. I may have put this on the wrong. Yep, I did. All right. Well, anyway, the probation officer, when I was putting this together, I rotated that part of the case inadvertently. So you're on your own recognizance in this case, and then on the probation violation, I'm releasing you on it, and you're gonna be supervised by the probation officer on that case, July 12th at 8:30, in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix will be your next court date in that matter. There you go. Your order's right over there. John Lynn, and then it'll be Jason Frazier. Damn. I did that. The first time I've ever done that in particular. Uh-oh. Full name, date of birth, please.
John Little Lynn, 3rd, September.
All right, John, you failed to pay fine in White Tank's Justice Court on a criminal trespass misdemeanor charge. This warrant was issued a year ago in January. This is your third arrest in that case. Apparently, the amount you didn't pay was $250. That's what the
Yeah, I was in prison when they issued the warrant.
Well, they couldn't. But you've been arrested 3 times, taken into custody 3 times, correct?
I believe so.
All right. Well, I mean, after a while, you think that let me see here. I want to make sure that this is cash only. Yeah,
I just got released Wednesday too, after serving 2.5 years.
When did you get out?
Wednesday. And I'm in a halfway house right now. I'm on parole.
All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll modify this.
I'm on parole. They just took out my ankle monitor for this and everything, you know.
Hold on. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. And I'll tell you when and where in just a second.
Okay.
Make sure you show up on your own recognizance on July 23rd at 8:30 in White Tank's Justice Court, all right? You'll get a copy of your order.
July 23rd?
Everything I told you is printed on the form.
Okay.
July 23rd at 9:30, and the address and everything will be on there. It'll take us a few minutes to modify that. Go have a seat. Watch out for that guy in there.
Okay, I'll be back on parole and all that.
Listen, all you have to do is explain to the people that you have to, that are watching you over, parole officers, whatever.
Okay.
Tell them what happened and that you got released and you had to be in court and explain to them.
Okay.
And there's no reason they will get upset.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You bet. Jason Frazier. Yeah, there's a modified order, man. There you go. All right, better than that guy, I think. Jason Frazier, full name, date of birth.
Jason James Frazier.
All right, you were arrested earlier today, charged with criminal trespass of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. I appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'm going to release you on supervised release to appear in Superior Court on July 19th at 8:30.
Thank you.
Let me get your case out here. There's a victim statement. I don't know if you remember what happened, but according to the police report, you were obviously under the influence of something, came in there like it was your place, or like you'd gotten authority, talked to people, and went around, and nobody knew who you were, and they called the police. Conditions of your release include not going back there or having any conversations with those people, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
It was some weird.
Listen. You know what? How many times a docket receives something like that? Probably 4 or 5 times a docket.
Yeah.
Which by 8 dockets a day, a lot. There you go.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you.
Jovis Leonard. Wow. What time is it? Mr. Leonard, full name, date of birth, please.
Jovis Marvell Leonard.
Yes, Mr. Leonard, you are here on a child support arrest warrant.
Yes, sir.
This warrant was issued in April of 2018.
Yeah, I've been working since. I've been concurring.
Well, let me tell you,
I've been concurring on my child support.
I'm not gonna change the, I can see you posted, you had been arrested, picked up, and had posted like a $3,000 cash, the amount that you were being held in about 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. You don't remember that?
Not at all, sir. I never posted. I did it every time
Well, you did. I'll tell you what happened.
What
Well,
year?
This is a long case, and if I'm not mistaken.
Can I know the name of the case?
No, you mean which?
Yeah, which one is it? Is it the pen with Asia
I'll
Anderson?
tell you what I'll do is, I will tell you the one. But you posted
Never.
the amount you needed to get out back in, let's see, this is the name of this case is Colleen Chastain.
Kaylani Chastain.
All right, well, you posted a large amount. That last warrant was issued in May of 2016 with a $5,000 arrest warrant. I think that they reduced it at a hearing, and you posted that. Anyway, that was a long time ago, and this warrant was, in this case, is, as I told you, was issued in 2018.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you, nothing you're going to do, you're going to convince me to try and change the amount. All right, I'm going to.
Well, all I have to say is that I literally was.
That's good. Well, that's it.
No. I was terminating to turn myself in.
If you guys have an arrangement where you're not supposed to be paying child support.
No, I am. I pay every month. I pay literally. I'm current. I'm current with my child support.
Well, you know what they should do. Well, you know what they should do. If you're up to date, and the only problem you have is not pasting.
If you can literally.
I'm not going to do anything to change that because
no. If you can give me a chance, literally, I can provide all my information that I am concurrent on.
What you need to do is make sure you have it at your next court appearance. I'm going to affirm the amount of the $2,000, and if you post $2,000. It goes to the arrearage.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never posted $2,000. I never really posted, I never got
in the past, you did.
Your Honor, I'm being
okay,
so
well, then somehow or another, it was confused. They said, I think the arrest warrant was over like 10 years ago, and it was $5,000. Then the judge you went in front of reduced the cash amount. And you got out.
I did my full time. Yeah, I never paid anything to get out. I did my full time, literally, sir. I'm being so honest with you, Honor.
It's only this case that I've looked at.
Yeah, for Kaylani Chastain. That's for my daughter.
Anyway, I'm going to affirm the $2,000. Your next
please,
date will
please, Honor.
be July 12th at 10 a.m.
I cannot
in
post
Superior
$2,000
Court
bond.
in downtown Phoenix. Whatever information you have to show that you've got a job or that you are paying child support or you're supporting these people, she can come in and with you sometime get a court hearing, and she can agree to waive all the arrearage or enter into another child support another child support payment system. But right now, tonight, I am not going to change anything other than the fact that since 2018, you failed to show up in court or make a payment. And
I'm concerned.
I know, and it's $2,000 cash, and that's it. Your next court date
I don't
will
see how you guys
July 12th at 10 o'clock in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix.
But how you can't see that I'm up to date on my payment?
Because I don't know that, and according to if that's the case, she should have gone down. This warrant got issued, and if there's a reason why it shouldn't be still in place, you don't know it. She doesn't know it, and you guys have to go down and correct it. All right? Good luck.
How do I do that if I'm incarcerated? Sir, my kids have literally got taken away from me yesterday.
You guys get a hearing set where you can go ahead and have. No, that's okay. Just to sit. No, really, I want to talk to her for a minute.
Man,
listen, I'm not going to change the amount, okay? But she has to come in and explain why and as long as she's willing to waive something. they will do it, but it has to be a knowing and intelligent waiver. And the fact that you don't show up and she doesn't show up and all of a sudden they find you and arrest you on a house.
See, they didn't find me, sir. They
Anyway,
didn't find me, sir.
you're not gonna talk me into anything
No,
else.
I'm not at all. They didn't
Go
find me.
ahead.
I turned myself in. My son ran away yesterday. I had literally the whole Mesa department, the police department looking for him, literally.
Okay.
That's why I called in and
All right.
and literally turned myself in to turn
All right.
myself in. They literally just took my kids from me, Your Honor. Literally, I
All right.
had to come in here to deal with this case
You
just
know
so
how
I can
many
get out
people we wind
and
up
I can
in
deal
here
out with.
warrants that have nothing to do with why it is that,
No, I'm not making no excuses. No
Okay.
excuses.
Listen, I've got other cases I have to take care of. That there's nothing you're gonna tell me that I can help you with any more than I have, except give you a court date. I've told you how to help yourself. Somebody has to come. Any money you pay will
It's gonna go to child support.
child support. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
I know this already. I know that already.
I'm gonna call another case, all right?
So how do I pay my bond?
I can't tell you how you do that.
Like, how do I bond out if I can? I'm saying if it goes to
If you
child
do
support.
it, if you pay it, you get out.